my work is taking a series of binaural and ambisonic recordings and visualizing them, as you can see there. It's originally supposed to have been several bands, but I could only get it to work with the lower band frequency. The idea is that you put these on, take a few recordings that I've taken. The binaural recordings were taken in and around Glasgow, and the ambisonic recordings were taken on a trip to Colombia that I just had. And then put these on, you can see in and around you, and it's supposed to be the idea of being in the place that these recordings were taken. It's supposed to transport you to there. The binaural recordings are of a lot higher quality. Then had it represented in the lowest frequencies. Also, my couldn't get higher frequencies. So yeah.
Hi, my name is Kat. My piece is titled Therefore. It was inspired by René Descartes, who said, "Ego cogito ergo sum." I used augmented reality. It overlays animations on these graphics, and I wanted to show that our life, existence, the act of being, there are many hidden elements to it, and also many questions that we are still trying to find answers for. Thank you.
So I'm Finlay, I'm part of the sound design department, and this is an interactive surround sound experience. So all the sound from this installation is from one location that doesn't exist anymore, and they're all put into a musical context, and it's a living, moving composition. So the sensor here will interact and change whenever someone comes in, and it will put it to each speaker they're at. It's constantly evolving and living, I suppose, which ties in with the theme.
Hi, my name is Lauren, and this is my installation, Dress Code. It is using technology, bare conductive board and projection mapping. It's around the theme of being. It is stereotypes of from different clothing. So we've got our old sort of clothing, and all the projection mapping videos is things that we would stereotypically see or think of when it comes to that generation. Here we've got our sort of 70s and 80s, and again the video matches, and again our sort of today's generation. Again, the sounds also match, so if we click today's generation, it's like mobile phones, stuff that we would associate with today. And if we look at sort of the older generation, old style telephone, and yeah, so that is my installation.
So basically, the whole idea of the piece was to create a well-being sort of composition that evolved and developed as more people interacted with the plants around them. The idea was to reflect that well-being and self-care is quite often achieved through nature. It's just a way to sort of bring awareness and grounding to the sense that you need to be focusing on your well-being to reflect the sort of being theme that was displayed.
Our piece is visually beating, so it basically, you get the heart rate monitor and it will sync up your heart rate to the tone we found matches the heartbeat as close as possible, and that'll sync up with the animation that we've got on the screen as well.
So all of the code was done on Arduino. The Arduino is plugged into the computer, which then links up to Max MSP. Max MSP takes the heart rate data that is gathered from the Arduino and pops it in there and creates the visualization, as you can see just there, and then it creates the effects and everything with the heart showing, and it all revolves around your heart rate along with the lights as well.
If we were to improve it, we would make sure that the lights would be pulsating with the heartbeat. Due to time constraints, we were unable to make it more in sync. So that would be the next improvement we would make on it.
The project is to use a tension unit to create contractions in the hand from environmental noises. Basically, it will take stuff like music or maybe a dog barking and create a tapping rhythm with your fingers to emulate that beat. Sadly, for the exhibition though, we can't use it on people. So instead, to visually express what the tension it does, the display here has a mesh of a hand where it distorts the hand and changes its color based on the environmental noises.
Okay, so our piece is called Presence, and as people walk into the space, the sounds change from a more natural environment to a more industrial and eventually, towards the end, war-torn environment, which is obviously not very good. The behind you is a projector where there's an image that constantly changes and back and forth between something being recognisable and unrecognisable as well. To my right, we've got a microphone here which has a delay and reverb on it.
So this exhibition is basically to portray the effect that the human race has on the planet, whereas more people enter the space, the more the planet is suffering in terms of less nature sounds and more industrial sounds and war sounds.
So in future, what we would have liked to done is use some 360 video techniques to make the whole experience a bit more immersive, perhaps using all 4 walls instead of just the one wall.
So I did a piece of augmented reality. I created some scenery that would place the person as if they were in Japan. I was inspired by a past visit to Kyoto, where I went to the Ryoanji temple and saw a Zen garden.